Alright, so like I said in my last video, I want to complete Priest and Peril so that I can get to Mauritania. And for this quest, you have to kill a couple of things. Firstly, you have to kill this guard dog down here, which is pretty easy to do. It doesn't hit very high and doesn't have very much HP or anything, so it's pretty straightforward. Like with most quest bosses, you have to deal one real damage to it, so that means I did have to gain 1 HP XP for this, and I just used the bow in order to do that since it can only hit a 1, whereas if I use Wind Strike it could potentially hit a 2. So that's kind of why I'm keeping my range level pretty low. But anyways, after you kill the dog, you have to go kill the level 30 monk in the building over there. And that part's a little bit more difficult. Firstly, because there's 2 level 30 monks, and actually only one of them drops the key. And it's not random, it's just that one of them always drops it and the other one never does. So it's not a good idea to just randomly kill one, in my opinion. Although this is one of those quest bosses where you don't really gain very much HP XP. It's kind of like you only get an HP XP for every like 3 or 4 hits, you know? Some bosses are kind of weird like that for some reason. So it's one of those types of quest NPCs, so it's not too bad, but still you don't really want to, be killing it over and over again, especially because for whatever reason its health seems to regenerate really, really fast, so I had to use like 4 or 5 rings of recoil just to kill it one time. So I killed it like twice and didn't get the key, which was really annoying. And what I ended up doing was finding somebody else that had done the quest, and I waited for them, or was doing the quest, and I waited for them to kill the monk, and I watched and saw if they picked up the key or not, and if they did, then I knew that that was the monks, and then as soon as it respawned, I attacked it, and that's how I ended up finally getting the key. I went through lots of rings of recoil. I think I might have gained 1 or 2 HP XP for doing it, but ultimately I got the quest done, so I can now get into Mauritania, which is nice. Anyway, so like I said, in order to do that quest, I needed lots more rings of recoil, and in the future I'll need even more to do a lot more quests. So I figured it was a good idea to get my smithing level up so that I could actually make gold bars, so that I could make as many rings of recoil as I wanted, really. And so it actually took quite a while to get my smithing up. I had to mine all of my iron ore myself and then make it into like iron plate bodies. And it's pretty much the free-to-play method, to be honest with you. It brought back a lot of unpleasant memories. But ultimately I got it done. It was very slow, and I actually only went to level 39 because you can boost to 40 with the Dwarven Stout, and it's actually literally that slow that I just didn't want to get the extra level, since I figured I could probably get it from quests in the future anyways, and I can easily get Dwarven Stouts. However, in order to get them, I had to do the fishing contest quest, because on the tables there's Dwarven Stouts that spawn there, so that's how I get my Dwarven Stouts. And also I wanted to get the fishing XP for doing that quest anyways, so I decided to just go ahead and do it. Also along the way I got a Cosmic Talisman from a random, which is actually really nice because I'm not sure how else I would get it, and once I complete the Lost City quest I'll be able to make Cosmic Runes, and they'll be really useful to me because as it is right now I have to actually pick them up from the wilderness. Also, to get my sapphires, I picked those up from the wilderness, but in the future I will have other better ways, hopefully, of getting gems. Anyway, so my new plan was to complete the Shilla village quest because that would allow me to get gems easier, and because in the future I'll need other gems besides just sapphires. So I decided it was going to be a good quest for me to do. So I had to get my agility up to like 32 in order to do that quest, so I went ahead and quickly got that out of the way, which didn't take too long. to do. And as for the actual quest, it wasn't really too difficult either, because none of the monsters in there can actually hit a 10, they can only hit 9s. Although it is multi, so although they can't one-shot you, they could like combo you, so you have to be careful about that. I did use my other account to kind of guide me through it, and that made it a lot easier. And also for the actual boss fight, which I thought was going to be pretty difficult, because there's like 3 or 4 phases of it, so it would take really long for me to Ring of Recoil it all myself. However, it turns out the quest is kind of glitched or something because it's, I don't know, it's a really old like classic quest. So even though you're an Ironman, you can actually just have a friend like kill the boss pretty much all the way and then just aggro it back onto you and then finish it off with Rings of Recoil, and it counts, which is kind of messed up, but that's just how the quest works, I guess. So that's what I did. I just killed it pretty much with my main and finished it off with Rings of Recoil and got the quest done that way. So it really wasn't that difficult at all for me to do. And after that, I was able to mine some gem rocks. However, it turns out that, with a 40 something mining level and a steel pickaxe, turns out mining gem rocks isn't very fast at all. And for just getting sapphires that I need right now, it's probably still better for me to just collect them from the wilderness. Although obviously in the future, when I have a better pickaxe, it will probably be pretty good for me to mine these. So it's still good for me to have unlocked this. Anyway, so my next goal is to do the Lost City quest, and there's lots of preparation that I have to do in order to actually be ready to do that quest, because you have to kill the tree spirit, and the tree spirit is kind of unique in that none of the quest bosses that I've killed thus far have actually been able to hit 10s. However, the tree spirit can hit 10s, so because of that, he could just one-shot you. So you need good food so that, because if you're just eating cakes, you'll just get comboed out anyways, even if he doesn't hit a 10. So you need something that's pretty much just going to heal you all the way to 10 HP. And also you need Guthix Rest, because what they do is they heal 5, but they can heal over your maximum HP. So I could get as much as 15 HP if I were to drink one of those when I was already full HP. So that way I wouldn't get one shot by the tree spirit. And you really just have to have those in order to do the quest on this type of an account. So in order to unlock those, first of all, you have to get to a certain point in the One Small Favor quest to unlock them, which isn't that difficult. You don't have to get to the point where you actually have to like kill anything in the quest, so it shouldn't take too long at all to do that. And also I need higher fishing level because I plan to eat tuna, and I'll just go there and die a bunch of times and drop like a bunch of tuna on the ground. So the amount of tuna that I need isn't really an issue. It's more so I just need something that will heal me all the way to full. However, in order to catch tuna, I need 35 fishing, and since I've already done all the quests that give fishing XP, the actual only way for me to do that is to catch shrimp and anchovies until 35, which is really slow. So anyways, once I got the 35 fishing, I of course cooked all of the shrimp and anchovies to get myself the cooking level to cook tuna as well. And I also went and caught a barb-tailed kebbit, which you can catch with a deadfall trap in the jungle. And from that, I was able to get a barbtail harpoon, so I can use that to catch tuna. And I spent a long time catching tuna, which I won't bore you with because tuna are really, really slow at level 40. I don't think I've ever actually done that before, and I would not recommend it. But I spent quite a while there getting a few hundred tuna that I will need to complete the quest. And I also went and did the Prince Ali quest so that I could do the Sorcerer's Garden minigame to collect herbs. And in the next video, I will collect lots of herbs from this minigame so that I can make lots of Guthix Rest, and also progress in the One Small Favor quest enough so that I can actually make the Guthix Rest. And I will do that, and perhaps some other final preparations and planning, and then hopefully I will actually do the Lost City quest, which will be really big, difficult but important milestone for me on this account, and will unlock a lot of new items and methods for me to do. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you later.